Hey everybody, and welcome to the POS Podcast. Today I have with me Saberspark.
Hi.
I also have Mr. Incredible himself.
Actually, I'm Frozone. This was the only outfit I could find, so I can't get my super identity out, you know.
And I have Hirasashi.
What's up, guys?
Yeah. So before we all get started with the podcast, there's a couple of announcements I want to announce, I guess. First of all, I'm probably not going to be hosting the podcast, the recorded podcast on my channel anymore. This is going to be the last one that's going to be on there. But the next one for episode 76 and onward, I'm going to put them on their own channel, rather than on my channel of PaleoSteno. So I'm going to leave a link to that in the description. There's also a link to the live stream for those of you watching right now live. So I'm going to be posting all of the recorded podcasts onto its own channel now. Everything's still going to be uploaded to like Podbean and iTunes for people that want to watch it or listen to it. So I just wanted to have my channel a little less cluttered, I guess. So I'm putting the podcast on its own channel. Also, another thing, you can probably see that the chat box. I figured out how to do a chat box thing by using the Streamlabs OBS. So now you can, if you watch this live, you can see the chat just going overlaid everything if you're watching and not listening. So you can see what you're saying as we're doing the live stream. So that's a reason to come in and watch it live, I guess. So anyway, how was your guys' weeks?
Yeah, it's been pretty chill.
Been pretty chill, yeah.
Bad, but then it turned good this weekend, so there you go.
Nice.
Because of The Incredibles dose.
And something else, but yeah.
Oh.
Well, actually two other things, but yeah, there we go.
Feel like I got to meet All Might himself, and...
Well, I've already done that like 3 times if I count the conventions we went to.
All right.
Yeah, pretty alright. Nothing to say, really. Just say it.
Okay. So, before you started...
actually, I bought a PS4 yesterday.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, because I wanted to play Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 before 3 came out. So I got
Wait, Kingdom Hearts is on PS4?
Yeah, they had like the collection, the 1.5, 2.5 collection. It has like pretty much all the games.
I'm gonna buy that. Well, you got
but the thing is, I thought it was just gonna be 1 and 2.
No, it's not.
I turned on the game, and there are 4 other games sitting there. I was like, oh my gosh! So
that's gonna be annoying. Yeah.
Luckily, it has them like all in order.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In order of where they actually matter. That's nice.
Yeah, but yeah, there's like 1.5 and 1.5 and 2.5 that collection, and then there's 2.8, which is just Dream Drop Distance, which was the game on the 3DS.
So wait, but the 3DS game on a console now?
Yeah, they put that on PS4. They called it
cool.
2.8.
I'll just read a summary of that. I'm not trying to play 7 games.
Or you could just watch it on YouTube. Just literally, that's all I do. Like, I just want to play 1 and 2. I don't care whether I'll just watch it on YouTube.
All right. I guess we'll get started. If you want to ask us questions, our Twitter handles are right there, and we'll right there. And we'll answer them at the end of the podcast, or if you want to give a super chat, that would be very appreciated. So first of all, let's talk about a movie. A movie that has broken some records this weekend.
Solo.
Yes, Solo. Yeah, that one.
Yes. Now it's so high.
Is it?
No, but yeah, Incredibles 2 friggin' got like over 180 million in the weekend for his first weekend, and that's higher than Finding Dory, which was the last like big sequel, except for Cars 3, I guess.
Yeah.
I like to pretend that more people are going to see animation because, well, the numbers are showing it, yeah? So people like it. They just say it's kitty, and I'm like, but you watch it, man. Like what?
I don't know. There were like 3 babies in my theater when I went to go see it.
It's a general audience.
Yeah. Though they did say like hell and damn in the movie, so I don't know.
Yeah, that was surprising.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It was good. It was PG. They're using that PG rating.
Yeah.
It just felt like a DreamWorks film for a second. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Also, do you have a spoiler tag up right now?
I don't have it up right now. So if you want to get like
Okay.
general thoughts out of the way before we do spoilers.
I hated the movie. I thought it was garbage. I can't believe it. It was worse than fucking Up. I hated this fucking movie. It was worse than Cars 1.
The part
fucking...
where Elastigirl killed Dash, I was really surprised. I was like, wow.
Oh my god!
that reminds me. When I was looking up like images for the podcast, I came across one, and I was like, could Jack be the villain? It was like at some points it kind of feels like he is.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a good movie. I really loved it. I don't know why. It like. Oh, I'll say this. I'll say more in the spoiler talk, but I'll just say like when I went to see it, I saw it like at Thursday at 6 p.m. I was having like a really crappy week so far, so I just went to see it. And I was like, maybe this will make me happy, and I went and watched it. And then like when I finished the movie, I like sat there for a second. I was just like, I really like that. You know what? I sort of want to watch it again. And so like I literally just was like, should I? And then like I went and looked up times for the movie, and I was like, all right, what other times are there? Like, they should probably be packed. It's Thursday night, and I know a bunch of millennials and stuff like that grew up watching this. So I was just like, huh, it's not that bad. I mean, it's got decent numbers, but it's not that bad. So I went in and watched it again the same night, and I was just like, yeah, I fucking love this movie. And so like the last few days, I've just gone to see it once a day. It just makes me feel happy.
Well,
like,
I heard a story similar to this before.
I know, but don't let me go that way, please, Saber. Don't let me go that way. I will be good on this. I don't have like.
Jeffrey, I can't fail you too.
Don't fail me. Help me.
By the way, Jax, can you turn down the gain on your mic a little bit? It
Yeah,
sounds like the
sure. Let me do that.
like, way
Let me do that gain a little bit. There we go.
But you already have too much in gains.
I was
Son.
gonna
Yeah, I know, son.
I was gonna say it. Dang it.
Didn't move fast enough. So I guess let's talk about the movie then. Oh, hey, Lammy.
Or get sidetracked by your dog.
Well, I mean, he's licking my hand, so I'm not going to ignore him. Right, Lammy? Oh. I gave him a bath, and his hair's all scraggly right now. So, all right, let's talk about it. So, there have been videos from Jim and Paleo and people who are a lot smarter about movies and what they're about than I am. So just take my opinion for, I'm not really, like, genuinely genius with like just my own thoughts. So just I'm prefacing this conversation with that. The movie was fun. It was, and I found myself smiling a lot and laughing at it. But my problem with it was it felt just clunky to me. Because like, can you all still hear me, by the way?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like the villain was predictable, but being predictable doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, because there are other movies like Zootopia, Mayor Bellwether, that's predictable.
Do you have the spoiler tag up yet?
No, not yet.
Oh.
Okay. I feel like we're getting.
Oh yeah. If the spoiler tag's up, I can like go ham in a second. But yeah.
I feel like we're about to just.
Oh,
we're about to get into it. I think.
I did not realize that. I'm sorry, Lammy is pawing at me. I'm actually might put him out here in a moment just because he's like freaking out for some reason. So let me finish my thought and then I'll pass the torch and I'll be right back. Basically, I liked the movie. It was good. I thought Finding Dory was not as much fun compared to this movie, but this movie doesn't seem like it. Like, I don't know. It seemed like a little unnecessary in some ways. Where it's like I wanted a sequel, but not like this exactly. It's kind of clunky.
But not like this.
Well, not like this. Because Toy Story 2 I thought was okay. Toy Story 3 was really good.
Yeah.
So as far as Pixar sequels go, like, Toy Story 3 is number one in my book.
Yeah, exactly.
But this one's better than Finding Dory. It doesn't really push the story as far as I'd like it. I kind of wanted to go in a different direction, but it went in this direction where, again, like, I don't want to hit spoilers, but like, you know what? Here, Jax, go nuts with the spoilers. I'll be right back, and then I'll jump in with you guys. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna put Lammy out.
All right, so should we go into spoilers?
Okay.
Sure. All right, I'll put the
Are
spoiler
we
tag
on
up.
spoilers then?
Yeah,
All right,
I have
people.
the spoiler tag up. So you
Okay.
just mute the stream.
So you got
until
10
spoiler-
seconds.
Yeah, just
10.
mute the stream until we're done. Then.
All right.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna.
I'll get rid of the spoiler tag once it's over.
Yeah. So listen up, people. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 3, 3. Okay, whatever. I don't know how to count. I'm joking. Okay. Well, to go off what Saber said, I agree with him completely in aspects. Like, to me, I love this movie, but I do not think it's like a perfect film in any sense. Like, I still, even though I love this movie, I give it a high like 9 out of 10 in my opinion. But
Oh no, he's dying.
He's dying.
Jax, you're dying.
Like more like they were dash at age a bit if like
Jax.
that was like sorry, I'm dying. I'm
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah, you were
I'm
dying.
dying.
Yeah,
Hey, you guys froze.
yeah, you froze for a minute. That was weird.
Am I back? Am I good?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
So, anyways, what I was saying. So let me. I really would have liked if they had aged up the characters a bit, like afterwards. I mean, it's like. It's one of those things, like, literally, you just watch Incredibles 1, like, you can literally just go, boom, watch Incredibles 2, and then it's just, like, literally beat right after it. And then, like, there are certain things, like, what happened to the Underminer? Like, they just kind of left that character to go off and do whatever, like, he didn't come back. But then, I'm thinking...
like, let him get away?
Yeah, he got away.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen, dude, he never got mentioned or caught again. It was just like, oh, he got away, and then that was it. Like, they didn't mention him or show anything to him or show them catching him at the end. So, like, that was a weird... thing to me. Some of the other superhero characters I thought were interesting, but I would have probably liked to seen more done, and I would have liked them to explore like, oh, hey, you probably Gazerbeam is dead because, you know, Syndrome fucking murdered him, and stuff like that, like a bunch of stuff like that. But yeah, so far I had fun. I thought it was great. Like, the thing about this movie is it just breeds positivity and optimism. Like most Pixar movies in the last decade are usually, they have this really depressing scene where it's just like, oh, it's all fun and happy, but then it's just like Inside Out, oh, Bing Bong, how the fuck did that happen? I haven't seen Coco, but a lot of people talk about Coco. Finding Dory. Finding Dory took a trait from Finding Nemo that we thought, oh, that's funny, but then like you realize, oh shit, that's like actual brain condition. That's actually really heartbreaking that she has this wrong with her. And so like this movie was just like, there was only like one real heartfelt scene, I guess, like would you could consider sad with like between Vi and Mr. Incredible, but like besides that, I thought it was that's why I think I loved it so much. It was just like positive all around, and even if it was predictable, that's why.
Between who and Mr. Incredible? What scene was that?
You remember the scene where Violet, he's like saying, Violet, I'm sorry, I messed up everything. I really wanted to. And then he was like, I just want to be a good dad. And then she's like, you're not a good dad, you're super.
You're super, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie didn't really give me like the iron ball in my throat. There was no part where I had like super feels.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. There wasn't a moment where I'm like, oh, and I actually thought, so one of the things that stood to me the most, from the trailers to the movie itself, they were playing with Jack so much, and I felt like he didn't really have much of a payoff. Like, I'm expecting Jack to save the day again. Right. Because in the first movie, he kind of, stopped Syndrome, but like I was expecting to see him like go like ham on some villains or whatever. Not really. He's he grabbed some glasses and that was it. I'm like, oh, that's that. Okay, it's been a running gag throughout the entire movie. And he kind of helped, I guess, get around the boat, but like not like this was his moment to me. So it was kind of a weird, like I expected a payoff and I didn't really get it. Right. Yeah. So what else was there?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Ryan Walterson gave a super chat. Thank you. He said, not really spoiler, but the part where the movie where Johnny Quest plays on TV means Hanna-Barbera cartoons exist in the world of Pixar.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
I thought it was kind of cool. I think it's inspiration for the movie.
Yeah.
I like. Oh, go ahead, Saber.
I was going to say, and hopefully this isn't too much of a different thought than what you were going to say, but I like the other heroes. That was kind of cool to see them in the picture. Mermaid Man was there.
Yeah.
Reflux.
The Reflux guy. He looks like Mermaid Man.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know. Did you think any of them, aside from the Void Girl, were interesting? I didn't find really any of them. He was
funny. That was it. No.
You want me to uncrush?
Uncrush?
I can't ask you to unpunch someone. Come on.
Oh, is that what he said? Unpunch?
Yeah.
Yeah, unpunch.
Oh, I thought he said untouched. And funny enough, I'm like, with the recent John Lasseter stuff, poor choice of words. I can't untouch you. No.
As a person who plays fighting games a whole lot, I love it when movies I can like see matchups between characters. I'll be like, oh, that's a bad matchup. That's a good matchup, because it makes it really interesting for me. And I know other people love matchups other than fighting game people, but like. Definitely as a fighting game person, I appreciate it. And the Violet Void Girl matchup is bad.
Wait, so why is that bad matchup for Violet?
No, yeah, that's like 2-8 in her favor, definitely. Void Girl could just teleport into her bubble. That's terrible.
But then she could take it down and then just like shockwave her against the wall, like she did.
It's so funny because we were talking about this last night, Jax. You weren't available, or you weren't around at least for the conversation. We were talking about One Punch Man and My Hero Academia, and I guess other superpowers and superheroes, and what makes their character interesting. Because as far as I know, Marvel, they're the ones to go, okay, it's not about the power necessarily; it's about the character and how they use it.
Yeah,
and that makes them interesting.
Right.
And I'm powerful. Oh, it's like the U.S.
Oh yeah, are we doing spoilers?
I thought we were doing spoilers.
Okay. Oh, wait, are we done with spoilers?
Tag up, you dummy. Oh, sure, I can go on without him.
Okay. Because this is a conversation that's not related to it, so.
Okay, so like I guess the final spoiler.
Died.
Final spoiler. Okay, let me put it back up then.
Okay, final spoiler. Okay, all right, yeah, like I said, what did you think of the girl? Like, I know the villain was like very predictable and stuff like that, but like, what'd you think of like just the girl as a person, like the voice, the way they did her character? No,
she was so all right, like really just all right.
She looked like the aunt from Big Hero 6.
Oh, she sort of did.
Oh yeah, so I think somebody, a pan pointed out on his Tumblr, like she looks like the woman in Megamind.
That too. And
yeah.
Some of the characters from this movie looked like DreamWorks characters. Like the announcer or for the newscaster reminded me of he looked like Stephen Colbert's character from Monsters vs. Aliens. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But Mike, there's nothing wrong with different styles and whatever.
Also, Helen's butt. Elastigirl. Oh my god, she is so fine. Like I gotta agree with Martin Thomas. Like I know she's a cartoon, but she is sexy as fuck.
I know Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl are like married, but like I feel like there's so much like sexual tension between them like all the time.
Oh, it's really 3 kids.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, like in the first movie, I never understood why. I was like, why would you want to hook up with Mirage? She's some thin ass white girl. Gives me some thick ass elastic. Oh yeah, just that's all I'll say. I'm sorry.
Right. So I mentioned this to the chat last night, but I'm like, what constitutes Elastigirl's base form? Like, I don't know. It's
what do you mean, like her natural state, like before she can stretch to anything? Like, what is her natural form?
I mean, maybe just some relaxed form that just takes its own like shape. But like,
I don't know. Can she squish more? Can she squish? I thought she could only stretch.
If her powers are very similar to Reed Richards from Fantastic Four, then it's basically just the same thing. It's like, all right, it's like you as a person, Saber or Paleo or Hirasashi, just like as a normal person, and then like, oh, it does that. So like your natural state is just you, like that. Yeah.
I think like the way she looks like naturally is the way that you like.
She didn't make her butt bigger, if that's what you think.
But like just the way she appears on like the splash art or whatever. I think that's her natural form. I don't think she squishes. I think she only stretches. So like that's her relaxed state.
But she can make herself thin though. Like she can flatten.
Yeah, she can make herself flat.
Yeah,
but like that's like a common thing. Like Plastic Man can do that. Mr. Fantastic can do that. I mean, Luffy can't do that because he doesn't have. Well, he can't do it. He's rubber. That's different. But yeah.
I
don't know.
I was gonna say something. The chase scene there are a lot of sequences in this movie that are just fun. Like the technical aspect of Incredibles 2 is just amazing. Like the visuals, the setting, the movements, just the way they plan out like some of the fights with the characters or chase scenes. It's wonderful. That stuff is always awesome and makes me smile. It's like the core story. I was like, this is kind of weird. Yeah, right there it is.
but
that was fucking hilarious. That was fucking hilarious.
The thing is though, like I think Elastigirl, like when she squishes, she's just like sucking it in. Like you can suck in your fat, even you don't know what it's like to be fat. Excuse me. She can suck in.
Yeah, look at my bazillion ab muscles.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe she's just really good at sucking in her fat.
No, I honestly, I just think it's just her normal state is just like herself, like average, normal human self. It's just like everyone else when they do their thing or something like that.
Yeah.
Like it's
I
just.
want to know the science. I want to know the science behind her anatomy, her body. Like, does she not have bones, or do her bones detach?
If it's like Luffy from One Piece, then it's just like where they like go in depth saying like, oh, he's got rubber bones and rubber body, so like that's why he's able to stretch and like, but it always comes back and stuff like that. Then it's just pretty much the same thing. It's just like, oh, my body, the way my body works is like it's just got the bones aren't solid, so like I can't break a bone because like I'm always just malleable. Like I can like twist my arm up and down.
Also, I think we're done with spoilers. I think.
Yeah. What were you gonna ask, Saber?
Oh gosh, I just drew a blank.
No, I'm sorry. No.
All right, so done with spoilers then for Incredibles 2.
Yeah.
Where
was Mirage?
You're talking about personalities of heroes.
She's dead. The voice actor died.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's sad. I was gonna say there's a fight sequence in the movie that.
Oh, so we're not done with spoilers?
Well, no, I'm gonna say that there was a sequence where I was like, "That's interesting that there wasn't a heads up for this."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I said that like the first night I got out of it. I was like, this could really affect someone. Like my friend actually has issues with the I don't want to. I mean, I guess it's a warning, so like it's health warning. Like, look, there. Well, all I'll say is this: there's a scene in this movie where if you are prone to having seizures, like this is not a good thing for you to see. Because I actually talked to a friend who has seizures, and he said like, what he told me was there are different light frequencies that not every seizure hits everyone the same. Like for him, some things can get him where he'll like go on the ground and he'll start convulsing. But for this movie, he said like when it came up, it just gave him a really, really bad headache.
That's what I was wondering. I felt like someone in the picture must have gone, "Can we make this to where it won't set people off?" Like I was like, okay, so is it at a frequency where it's okay, or did this literally end up on the big screen without somebody saying, "Hold on"? Because as soon as I saw it, I'm like, wait a second, is this bad for people who have epilepsy?
Yeah, it's like literally the first thought I had. I was like,
So
I don't know, man.
Yeah, me neither. I'm like, oh god, I hope people are okay.
Yeah, Toonjay said Disney issued warnings to theaters this morning, actually.
Oh, actually, it was actually before that because because when I went to see it again on the Saturday, they were like all on the every door now they had a warning. This movie contains this now. Like it took them like 2 days to get to it.
Oh my god, that's isn't that insane? Because like if I had a video on my channel, I'd be like, I'd watch and go, oh hey, Hero or Paleo or Jax, is this a little bit too close for epilepsy? And you guys would be like, yeah, probably. Like okay, I'll get rid of it. Versus a $1 million operation where it's like, how the fuck did this go through? Like, without like at least at the beginning of the movie going, warning if you have epilepsy, like heads up, man.
Right.
Because like even if you have epilepsy, there could be something in the audience
You know what's funny because they had a little I'm not sure if it was like at your theaters, but they had a little preview thing before the movie where it had the voice actors talking about the movie. Yeah.
And then it went to that freaking Asian girl.
Yeah,
not like that.
The bow short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's short. I don't think this is a spoiler. I would not classify this as actually no, it is. Never mind. I won't talk about it.
Yeah, but I will say that I thought it was a little boy the entire time. I didn't know it was a woman.
I only thought it was a little boy.
How'd you not figure it out when they contrasted it against the man? You're like, oh,
I don't know. I just thought I was like, that's his son? That's what I thought.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with Paleo to a point. Like, there's something that happens in the battle. Like I would agree with him for like the first minute and 20 seconds of that short, I would be like, okay, I can see where Paleo's coming from. But after that minute and 20 seconds, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's
I agree too. But like, I don't know, like at a point, I was like, oh, this is totally a lady. She doesn't have like the same facial or body structure as that man, like at all, and she's doing motherly things. I was like, okay, yeah, it's a lady.
The blonde girl was pretty cute. I liked her little chibi design.
Yeah, she was cute. She was also probably American.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, apparently they're Canadian Asian.
Canadian?
Like, because like somebody made a post saying like, you've done a good job capturing the culture of the Asian population that lives in Canada, because which isn't too outlandish, because there are parts of like in Minneapolis or Minnesota has a large like population of like African immigrants who go there. And it's like, oh, I had no idea, and I guess it's a story about them. Well, not the African immigrants, but like the Asian immigrants who also call it a home in like I guess like Canada. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll have to do some
like in
research.
Toronto, I would assume probably.
I suppose. There are some pretty funny parts in that short. I was like, just the movements and the how it just cuts off at some points. But overall, yeah, Incredibles 2. I'd say it doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't really hold up against any like single, like it's better than Cars in my opinion. It's better than Brave. It's better than The Good Dinosaur. But it's not as good as the original, of course. It's not as good as like WALL-E or Up or Inside Out or stuff like that.
Dang, maybe I'm just whack. I give this movie a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie.
Hero, dap it, Hero.
Maybe
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Maybe it's what?
Yeah, it is a black thing.
Elastigirl's got you guys wrapped around her.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know how us black people with asses is just like, fuck.
No, I maybe I don't know. Like I just I'm not saying I did not enjoy it. It was a fun. I again like the action sequences in The Incredibles and Incredibles 2 is so much fun. Like I'm like literally smiling. I can't stop smiling and laughing while I'm watching like the fight scenes, the chase scenes, and they're just so creative. Like the way to actually like say, okay, our characters can do this. Let's play with that. And it's like, well done.
Yeah, I'm sad they didn't give Dash like a Godspeed thing like he did in the first movie where he was running on water. Like I was upset with that.
Underplayed in this movie.
Yeah, and then there was like remember when Violet did that? It's in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler. When she did that that shoot attack with her like her shields, and so she never used that again. I was like, oh, dude, that's a kind of pretty badass attack, Violet. Use that thing more often.
Right. It's weird because like I see people dock points from movies. I'm not a critic. I'm literally just a guy. But like I see people dock points from movies a lot of the time because they're predictable, and I don't think like a predictable plot necessarily equals a bad movie, or it should even dock points from it, to be completely honest. As long as it does something interesting with that predictable plot, it's fine.
It's not so much that what is it? If it's predictable, it's just like if it's predictable, at least do something more interesting with it. And also for Incredibles 2, it's like, oh, I predicted this like way early on, so it's like. Get to it.
I mean, it is still a kid movie. I mean, I'm not gonna use that excuse. I will say, like, it is like I'm not gonna make that excuse because there's so many great like animation and children's films. But like to me, I guess I know it was like I was like once that person walked in, I was like, I know it's you. It's just, it was just pretty much like, yeah, it's you. That's how it goes.
All right. I guess let's move on to some animation trailers. First of all,
we talked about that movie for 30 minutes exactly.
Yeah, so let's talk about one for a sequel I'm very excited for. Lego Movie 2 coming out next year. So, yeah. So have you guys seen the trailer?
Yes.
I have.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, Lego Movie 2. It's funny because it starts off where it looks like a Mad Max place, which... You know, it makes sense because, like, Warner Brothers also has Mad Max. But Emmett is just, like, the same. He's like, everything is awesome.
Yeah. Didn't they make a remix of that song for it?
Yeah.
Like, everything is on. They like, oh yeah, it's like a remix of it. So yeah. It looks interesting.
This trailer, I'm sure the movie's going to be interesting, but I don't know. The trailer didn't really do much for me.
Yeah,
see
well,
what
the
they do
funny
with
thing
it.
is, like, the trailer for the first movie didn't do much for me. But when I saw it, I was like, oh, I love this movie. So, yeah.
Not good.
Because for the first movie, when I saw the trailer, I was like, that'll be interesting, a Lego movie, but I don't think it's going to be that great. But then when I went to go see it, I fell in love with it. So,
Yeah, I thought it was actually like, to me, when I first saw that trailer, I had no idea it was CGI, so I was like, they did all this with fucking Legos. They had patience to do that. Like, I was just like so flabbergasted and just mind blown. Like, they did all this with fucking. I gotta see this, and it's just like, I forgot who told me finally that it wasn't like it was CGI, but it was wow. It did such a good job making it look realistic.
Yeah. It's like the most realistic CGI I've seen.
Realistic.
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 Well, you see, realistic.
Ryan Walterson says in a super chat, that cover of Everything Is Awesome in the trailer was sung by Ricky Lindholm and Kate Mikushi of
Garfunkel and Oates.
Huh.
Really? Huh.
Interesting.
I didn't know that. That's for dang sure.
But yeah, it'll be interesting what they do, because I know that, like, if you haven't seen the first movie, like, there's like things with Duplo, since Lego owns Duplo, and then there's gonna be something with the sister. We already know, like, the big, like, twist thing of the first movie, so with the second movie, it's gonna be interesting what's going to go on with the sister. So.
So is that Ninjago? Oh, go ahead, here.
Wait, ready for my super basic life? I looked up Garfunkel and Oates because I wasn't sure. And I was like, I've seen both of these people before. Why have I seen them before? They have both been in The Big Bang Theory as girlfriends or one-night stands for the Indian character, Rajesh Kuthpatali. I was like, so they brought both of these girls on The Big Bang Theory? That's interesting. Why?
No. Interesting. But is Lego Ninjago in the same universe then?
I don't
was that the same Lego Batman?
Because
thing?
I'm not sure if, like, Lego Batman is also in the same universe or not.
I think it is in the same universe because it was
just
Batman.
like its own standalone thing. Just the
remember,
character.
I think because remember, don't they have their own little quadrants of where they're from? So it was like that's why they all got together in the first Lego movie, because it was like, oh, we all got to come together, and then like they had the same voices and all that stuff. I think Batman for sure is in here, but then I guess it is like questionable. Like, well, why didn't Wild Style go help him when he had trouble? So
the Ninjago one was very weird because it started off in live action in like a shop that Jackie Chan had. So it was like, what the fuck is this?
But Jackie Chan was in it?
Yeah, Jackie Chan was in Ninjago.
Oh, I had no idea. Jesus.
Yeah. So and Ninjago didn't really like take that much advantage of Lego as far as like the environment, because like when they go out into the forest, like the forest is like an actual forest. Rather than just Lego.
That's cheap.
So, but yeah, I started to see it with Lego Batman too, because with Lego Batman, the water wasn't Lego, like it wasn't a Lego movie.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh god, you're right.
Where in the Lego movie, everything is Lego, and everything that's not Lego is like a relic.
Well, could it be that, and since we know the ending of the Lego movie, could it be that they moved the Batman thing to play like near
I don't know.
something? I guess. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm excited for the Lego movie too. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, like the first one. All right, next thing, let's talk about the Bumblebee trailer.
The movie that I had no idea was being.
I legitimately thought you meant like B movie 2.
B movie 2.
B movie
for
2.
real, yeah.
No, but for Bumblebee, it's gonna be a spin-off prequel. Yeah,
it's
of
a prequel.
Transformers taking place in the 80s, I think.
It's before that she met up with Sam Witwicky. Before he met up with Sam Witwicky and stuff. So.
Yeah. You know what's interesting about this one is that it's also being directed by an animation director, Travis Knight, who did Kubo and the Two Strings, and he also founded Laika. Studios. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, I mean it's interesting that we don't. Is Michael Bay like involved at all? I mean, like it is a spin-off. Okay, because a lot of people are like hyping up, like, oh, dude, this actually looks good and stuff like that. To me, I was just like, okay, I mean, it's sort of like Iron Giant, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Bumblebee. I like him as a character, and he's always fun to watch in the cartoons and stuff like that. And then in the movies, like the last Transformers, I got hurt by Age of Extinction, so I just couldn't watch it. I just refused to watch it. So, yeah, I hopefully this is fun. I saw Starscream in it, so. That's cool.
Yeah,
maybe they could get
and the transformations actually looked like, you know, transformations.
Yeah, it wasn't like that rapid fire thing they did. Because you know what? I'll admit this. The first 2007 Transformers, I generally like that movie. I know it's not a perfect movie by any state, but
that came out 2007.
Yeah, it was 2007. I remember because I was a sophomore, like about to become a junior. So I was like, oh yeah, I love this. And yeah, that movie I generally enjoy. I can rewatch it any time of day. The rest of the series, fuck you. I mean, that's all I'll say. It's just like that first movie I enjoyed. This one, but it doesn't make sense because he learned how to speak at the end of the first movie, and now in these other movies he can't talk anymore. But whatever, it's just silly. Whatever. I might check it out.
Yeah. We'll see if an animation director can do any better.
In live action.
Yeah.
With
an animated character.
Oh, you mean John Cena? Because he's in there.
Wait, he's in Bumblebee?
Yeah, he's in. Didn't you see him? He's walking by like this.
Oh my God.
He's like a soldier. He's gonna go on a battleship and like launch shit at a Bumblebee.
Wow.
Okay, I understand why you couldn't see him.
All right. Now, let's move on to another animated movie. Let's talk about How to Train Your Dragon 3.
Hirosashi, you might want to put his
Hiro,
headphones
you might want to
off.
go away for this one.
Keep your headphones on, because
Is it How to Train Your Dragon?
Yes, it's dragons. It's dragons. Take your headphones off.
All
there
right.
you go. Good boy. So, I didn't know they were fucking weebs when they came up with this at DreamWorks with the freaking Blue Eyes White Dragon. Okay?
Yeah, the Blue Eyes White Dragon, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, okay.
Did you see that Tumblr post where it had, like, her father, her,
Yeah.
like... her
Oh yeah, I
mother?
did. Yeah, that was good. Like it had just like every Blue Eyes White Dragon like transformation force. That was perfect. That was beautiful. It was like her ex, the Red Eyes Black Dragon. It's just,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I love this franchise. I love how to like honestly the first two I like, and I like the fact that they aged them up in every movie. It's not like oh they're just like that aged for the entire series. Like no, they've been aging gradually. I do wish Hiccup would have kept his beard though, because he looked like freaking John Krasinski from freaking A Quiet Place. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. It's a conclusion, it says. So and these movies they're like years apart. Like the first one came out in 2010. The second one 2014. So this one is it 2018
2019 March.
Okay, so yeah, they take their time with them, so I trust them fully.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. One thing I forgot who said it, but Saber, it might have been you.
What's that?
One thing somebody was hoping, it was like, I hope they don't do another giant dragon.
Yeah, another giant dragon.
Yeah.
And then also the villain for this one, it feels like the exact same one from before, almost. Like,
oh shit, you're right. There was a giant dragon in the second one. I completely forgot.
So, because the second one had that villain, that dragon hunter.
Yeah.
And then this one, it seems that it's got a dragon
Hunter.
Hunter, who also has a dragon. So I don't know. Like, I just hope it's unique and it's not like too, I don't know. Like, oh, evil Viking guy shows up. Well, we've seen this before. Also, evil giant dragon who controls everything. It's like, oh, I hope that doesn't happen either.
You think his friend's gonna die, the gay guy? The one with the beard? Because remember, like, yeah. Because like when Stoic, I'm not gonna say it, like for people who haven't seen the movie, but like when like someone died in the other ones, I was like, oh snap, they actually that's sad.
Oh, his mom's still around too.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, his mom too. So there you go.
Yeah, if anything, it's gonna look really good.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
from what
It's gonna be incredible in freaking D-Box 3D. Like that is gonna be just insane. Like oh, that's gonna be awesome.
All right, next one.
Hero, we're back.
Let's move on to Into the Spiderverse, the new trailer for that.
Yeah, I like how they actually have a Spider-Man.
Was
like
that
he's
less
actually
than 2
a
weeks
man.
ago?
Hmm?
Was that less than 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
What, Spider-Verse?
Oh.
because
Okay.
we talked about it on the Semi Perfect podcast, but not this one. But yeah, the Into the Spider-Verse trailer. That one thing I predicted back when the first trailer dropped. Well, I was like, oh, if they're going to do multiple Spider-Man, I wonder if they're going to have Spider-Gwen in there, and she shows up in this one. So.
Right. I have no idea who that character actually is. But
Oh, Gwen Stacy.
everyone likes her.
Oh, Gwen Stacy.
I adore her design. I adore it.
Yeah.
She looks so great.
Are you talking about Gwen Stacy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, Gwen Stacy, Spider-Gwen. Yeah, that's like a nice little thing they did with that character who got freaking sadly disposed of. I hope they have Miguel O'Hara in there. That'd be cool if they have him. He's the Spider-Man 2099 character. I just want all the different Spider-Man.
How many? We gotta count how many Spider-Man are going to show up.
Peter Parker, Miles Morales. Oh God, they did. You know, they could actually get the actor because, like, in the '90s Spider-Man show, like they have this whole thing where he has to go and stop a Spider Carnage from destroying the multiverse. And so, like, what they do is they go and get all these different Spider-Mans from different universes, like the Ben Reilly, that's his clone from the '90s. People who read the comics, you know what I talk about. Like, he's a guy who basically. You know how comics get. I'm not even going to explain it right now because this gets really convoluted. He's a clone who thought it was Peter. Then he realized he wasn't Peter, so he became his own person, Brendan Riley. So he's the Scarlet Spider. That'd be interesting if he's in the movie. But in the show, they had this thing where all the Spider-Man from different universes teamed up to fight Spider Carnage. And there was one that was actually like the actor for Spider-Man. And he went back and took him to meet Stan Lee. So he was like, oh, I'm just the actor. I play you on TV. And then he met Stan Lee. And so, like, he takes Stan Lee web swinging through the series. It was a weird ending to the series. But yeah, like I hope to see all of them. Ben Reilly, Peter Parker, Miles Morales, Gwen Stacy, Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Woman would be nice for in there. I mean, I just want to see all the different Spider-Man they have.
Yeah.
They should have just a tarantula wearing a Spider-Man like outfit, just crawling around or something.
You joke, but that's happened.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure that's been a thing.
Yeah.
I believe it.
At the end of the movie, it just like zooms out and says everyone is here, and it's like the Smash Brothers trailer, except for it's all the Spider-Men.
You know, it'd be funny. Like, you know, I like how Sony is like promoting like Jordan so well because like Miles Morales is just like rocking these shoes, standing on a building, and a part of me is just like, how are you standing on the building? These are like. There's no sticky part on these. Yeah. It's just like, hey, I'm just like, that's not how that works. That's not how that works, Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
He's talented. Okay.
Okay, look, Miles Morales has two skills that Peter Parker can't do. He can turn invisible and he can sting you. All right, Peter can't do invisible? That. But yeah, he can turn invisible. Nice. He has like a spider cloaking ability, which lets him do that. And he also has like a thing where if he punches you in the right place, it'll like paralyze you or like make you unconscious. And so like. He sticking to walls with sneakers. That's just what the fuck. That was the only thing that made me. I was looking at the whole chair like, how you're not gripping the wall. You're just standing on it.
You got retail Jordans.
Yeah, standing on the freaking wall. Like, did Shield give them to you? Because right. Shield gave him his suits. I was just like, God dang. Oh God, that'd be funny.
All right. Next trailer. There were a lot of trailers. Dumbo.
Yes.
Dumbo.
There's a Dumbo trailer?
Yeah, there's a Dumbo. the Tim Burton one. Dumbo.
Is it animated?
It's the live action Tim Burton one.
Live action.
Wait, what? There's a live action
coming out next year.
I need to look this up.
I didn't know about this either. Gotta be real.
No, to be honest, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to be.
All right, let me watch this. I'm using myself.
I think it looks stupid as fuck.
I mean, yeah, it's probably gonna be stupid. I thought it was gonna look worse though.
Well,
I mean,
don't care.
That's just an elephant. Like I don't know. It's just an elephant. I don't know. It's CGI.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a really good looking elephant.
Yeah, I can tell it's CGI though.
Yeah. I can't. I don't.
Is this supposed to be like
I
drama
gotta take
or
you to the
something?
zoo.
Yeah, let's go to the zoo.
Is this supposed to be like a drama or something? Like the sad movie? Because it's like giving me that kind of vibe.
All I know is that Danny DeVito's in it.
Is the mouse in it? That talking mouse?
I don't think so.
Are the black racist crows in it? I've seen the
so.
fly, but I ain't seen the elephant fly by.
Oh, is that what those things are from? Dumbo?
That's why they casted Will Smith in the movie.
Hey, I ain't seen the elephant fly.
Ironically, I would adore it if they like fly by city pilots or something and then just like
Could you imagine?
I ain't seen no elephant fly. And Kelly with a crow. Yeah, you know how I do.
This is interesting here. Yeah, because originally it was rumored that Will Smith was going to be cast in it, but apparently he's not anymore, I guess. But
yeah, he was like, put this shit out my fucking contract. Fire you, Billy.
So
you fire.
So apparently Michael Keaton's in this. It says he's V.A. Vandermeer, a ruthless and enigmatic entrepreneur who acquires the circus to exploit the titular elephant. And Danny DeVito is Max Medici, the circus owner who runs a small circus, gets acquired by Vandermeer. Okay, so are Michael Keaton and Danny DeVito the bad guys in this? So that means Batman and the Penguin are the bad guys.
Batman and the Penguin, and the Batman and the Vulture. I mean, Vulture and
Vulture and the Penguin.
Vulture and the Penguin.
Yeah.
Oh God, there you go. Vulture and the Penguin. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Now this I love.
All right. Now let's talk about something that's not a trailer, but a teaser image. A teaser image of an Addams Family animated movie coming out next year.
Looks great.
Let me see
Yeah.
it. Link it for me.
Yeah, let me look it up here so I can give it to you.
Is Wednesday gonna be how she was in the 60s cartoon, the 90s cartoon, or the live action movies?
I don't know.
Because like Wednesday,
I'm not sure if
like
I like the way
personality
that Wednesday looks though, because Wednesday's head is gigantic.
Let me see. Let me see this. Is it? Or where'd you link it? Did you link it?
Here, I'll just put it in the Discord so you can see.
All right, let me see this. Oh, what the fuck happened to Wednesday?
Oh goodness!
Jesus Christ, Wednesday.
Wait, who's making this?
I'm not sure the studio. Let me look it up. Because when I looked up the studio, it wasn't one that I recognized.
This is not my aesthetic.
Aesthetic. I was waiting for you to say aesthetic. I don't like. I can't. Well, I'll say this. I like the fact because I like Wednesday when she's like just more. Like she's just like disturbed and like I'm fucking psychopathic and doing this shit rather than her happy self in the cartoons and the '60s show and stuff like that. But it's just. The designs, I'm with here, Sashi. The aesthetic doesn't appeal to me, but it could be like another Hotel Transylvania. I don't know. There you go. That's a trailer.
Are you supposed to put the chat so I can see what in the world we're talking about?
Is it on the stream?
Yeah, it's.
Can they
on
see it in the stream?
Oh, it's on the stream.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That's the image I used. But let's see. Production company Cinesight Studios and the Jackal Group. I had never heard of those, so I have no idea. I just know
they're going to be the new one.
That MGM is distributing it, so... Huh.
The Addams Family. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Well, hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully it'll be a good movie, because that aesthetic... Oh, again, I've been proven wrong before, but there you go. Spectacular Spider-Man. I thought that looked like shit. My favorite cartoon of all time. There you go.
A Wind Waker. I thought it looked like crap when I saw the images, and then now it's one of the most beautiful stylized games, in my opinion.
There you go.
Yeah.
Drink your drink.
All right. Next thing, speaking of all these animated things, let's talk about something related to animation. So, apparently, John Lasseter is leaving Disney at the end of the year.
Yep. Probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, he's staying with the company until then. Like, he's back from his leave. He's gonna do what he needs to do until the end of the year and then leave.
Did he actually do what he was accused of doing, or was it just like an accusation and he just decided to leave, or like, do we still not know?
We don't know.
Okay. So I won't comment on it because I don't know, so I'm not going to comment.
All I know is that the damage has been done.
Yeah, I will say that they probably do need some new, like, leadership over there.
Anyway.
Yeah, because of, one thing I mentioned in my Incredibles 2 review is, like, how this past decade has been, like, mostly sequels for Pixar. And we're about to enter some more sequels for the Disney Animation Studios.
Right.
So, the people that are rumored to go up to the top, as far as, like, managing everything, or I'm not sure what position it's called.
The big seat.
Yeah, the position for what Lasseter was, is Pete Docter and Jennifer Lee, which it could be just, you know, both of them.
Right.
Which Pete Docter, he did Inside Out, Monsters Inc. Up, and then Jennifer Lee, she directed Frozen, which is one of their big, most recent big
money
hits.
makers.
So, yeah, the money makers.
They came out 5 years ago.
The not immediate moneymaker, but definitely over time moneymaker. That's so weird to me that it was like whatever when it first came out, like monetarily, and then just like, I guess everyone was like, well, listen to this song in this movie, and then everyone went to go watch the movie. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It helped that Frozen
success story.
seemed seasonal, even though it takes place during the summer.
Right.
We had a long burn to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see what happens to Disney and Pixar with because we won't really see the effects until like a couple years from now.
Pete Docter made some good movies. So
Yeah.
I like Pete and his incredibly tall head.
He does have a very tall head.
We're in good hands with Pete.
All right. Next thing in animation news. Apparently Warner Brothers, the rival to Disney, is going to, or at least they were.
They think they are.
Yeah, because, you know, back in the day it was, you know, Disney shorts and Warner Brothers shorts. But Warner Brothers apparently is going to be starting to make shorts again. They're going to be making 1,000 minutes worth of new original shorts with their characters. From like ranging from like 1 minute to 6 minutes, like, you know, Looney Tunes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right. So Rob's gonna be making work.
I don't know why. For some reason, the way you like presented that made me feel like it was like an E3 presentation, like from Microsoft. Got 1,000 minutes of new Looney Tunes cartoons featuring your favorites: Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck. Like, I don't
Porky
know
Pig.
why.
Tasmanian Devil.
Yosemite
An actual
Sam.
Tasmanian Devil, not the dog.
Wile
one.
E. Coyote.
Coming to all Xbox One systems in the fall.
Also, the Wile E. Coyote that doesn't talk, because you have to differentiate.
Oh, I have no
But yeah,
idea
they
why my brain
because in
went
the
there.
article that I read, it seems like, yeah, we're just gonna have them our like creators make shorts and have them do whatever with their characters, like, you know what, like they used to do. So yeah,
Right.
so it sounds interesting.
Yeah, it does. It does sound interesting.
Yeah, I can't wait to see like what they do with them.
So do you think that they'll still be TVY? Do you think they'll like update the sense of humor? Like, because I think it'd be honestly funny if they did some the Looney Tunes type shorts as well included into that 1,000 minutes, where it's just like, oh, it's more modern. Like there's some this classic Looney Tunes style, but then there's some this like more modern based.
Yeah, I don't know.
I imagine they'll make it about the same like maturity as the Mickey Mouse shorts. I imagine it'll be somewhere around that level.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like
so like an older style.
I was thinking in like. Do you mean like more in like more modern situations?
Yeah, so like you know
yeah.
how like Bugs Bunny in the Looney Tunes show was like, okay, he was more of the straight man, like he rarely, even though like he could bring it, like he wasn't like the old Bugs Bunny that was like an asshole and troll and just like the king of just fucking with you. Like this one was just like, Daffy, I have a job. I don't have a job. I'm just like
I want the lottery.
No, it was like no, he invented a carrot peeler that made him like rich, and that's why he was able to like just retire. Right. So it's just like, Daffy, just go on a date with a woman. I don't care. I'm busy. So like that. It's just like,
no, you idiot. Ask a woman. It's like,
that's homophobic, Bugs.
Speaking of ducks, there's a post here. It's pretty great. There's so much money Scrooge McDuck apparently has, according to the DuckTales like comics and stuff. He has 3 quintillion, 294 quadrillion, 362 trillion, 470 billion, 460 million, $639,104.
Is that why that rapper said like, "Oh, I'm gonna get up and I'm a Scrooge McDuck it"? Like when he was like,
apparently Scrooge McDuck has more money than like all the gold in in existence plus that's ever been mined, and then like him existing like disrupts the economy on a massive scale. But it makes that entire taco purchase that much funny to me. Where he's like, my money. He's like, yeah, but it's literally nothing.
Oh, Deli 18 has a good point. It says, and before these shorts show up before Warner Brothers movies.
Oh god.
That'd work.
So that means, that means Scrooge by himself has 15,000 times the amount of money that exists on this planet currently.
Yeah, it's good.
15,000.
And yet he won't depart with a cent of it.
More money.
More money. All right, let's move on to a bigger topic here. Let's talk about E3 2018. 2018.
You all know more than I do.
It happened.
It did happen. I streamed all of it.
Microsoft had the best conference.
Yeah, weird.
That's so weird to me. Sony's conference, although they had some content, but like I think Arlo said it actually, and I was also thinking the same thing. Like you need to also give a presentation. Like
it was so weird. Like they started off the presentation in a tent, and then like, okay, we're gonna move, and then it like cut to like these people talking to the audience or the stream.
Like how you'd see like post a conference.
Yeah, like how you would see after a conference or before a conference. And they was like, okay, we're like having everybody get into the building now. Is like, what? Why did you do this in the first place?
Right. Why not just have everyone sit in one spot the entire time?
Yeah.
It's so dumb. It was paced awfully. Stupid little banjo guy playing before the Last of Us trailer. I was like, come on. And then the Last of Us trailer played, and then they had to move, and that took like forever. Like legitimately like 15 minutes to move.
And then they had another music presentation before they showed Ghost of Tsushima.
Another one. I was like, what is happening?
Like, I don't get it what it is with Sony and their music presentations, because they do this like every year.
I'm pretty sure no one wants to hear them. Everyone just wants to see the games. And like, they had games. They could have just showed them. But
they had one of the biggest reveals of the conference, because the reveal with the Resident Evil 2 remake. We were like guessing like, what is this game, and then it like pans up and you see Leon Kennedy. It's like, oh shit, it's Resident Evil. So
they had stuff. They just the pacing was atrocious. But Microsoft did well. Microsoft has the advantage and disadvantage. It's a double-edged sword of going first, so they can show all the new stuff that other companies are going to show later.
Yeah, because like the day after, Square Enix had their show, and they showed the same Kingdom Hearts trailer. And like, I think a lot of the same stuff. They showed like, oh yeah, we put Nier Automata on Xbox. It was like, we already know this. It was at Microsoft.
Right. I think Square Enix's Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer had like a few extra scenes. Everyone keeps saying they're the same, but I think there was extra stuff.
The one at what, Square Enix and Microsoft?
Yeah, I'll have to go back.
Yeah, because I know the one at Sony was new, definitely, because it had the pirate stuff in it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there were 3 different trailers that showed throughout the entirety of E3. But I'll have to go back and check up on that. But and then I don't play Bethesda games. How was Bethesda?
Bethesda was alright. It had a lot of weird moments though, where like people were just waiting for a clap. It was like, please stop doing that. Like Arlo talked about it in his video. It was like, please stop it. I hate it. Stop it. And Andrew WK showed up in the beginning for a performance.
So
yeah, and the audience really was just not into it. It was hilarious.
Like, it's just to like gauge your audience. No one in there's trying to headbang. You just want to see some video game.
Also, for Bethesda, when they talked about Fallout 76, because people were, it was revealed before E3. People were wondering, okay, what kind of game is it? And then they revealed, like, oh, it's an always online game. And you could see people in the background behind Todd Howard just, like, drop their head. Yeah. They're like, oh. Because, like, when I was streaming, I was like, well, there goes my interest for that game.
He said there's also a single-player mode.
And you can play it single-player, but it's still always online.
But it's still online. That's dumb.
Yeah. So there's still always people, like, on like the same place. Yeah.
That sucks. And Ubisoft, they actually went first, right?
No, EA did.
Oh, EA, excuse me. I meant EA. Yeah.
EA were the ones that went first, and they were
mega
boring,
cringe, right?
Huh?
Wasn't it like mega cringy?
Not mega cringy, but it was pretty boring. And boring.
Okay.
There was a point where they did like this demo of a mobile game for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I heard about that.
They didn't say like what it was, like with the name of it at all, but then they revealed it after the match was done that they were doing, and there's like, oh, it's Command and Conquer.
Right. Like, how are you gonna step on the Command and Conquer community like that, man? Like, what? That's rough. That sucks.
And Ubisoft, anybody who streamed Ubisoft on YouTube had their streaming privileges like removed because of some stupid thing. Because and me included, but every gaming channel that I follow had this same issue. So yeah.
Dumb. And then there was Nintendo.
Yeah, and then there was Nintendo.
We're definitely better than Sony. That's for dang sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it showed that Daemon X Machina game. Looks, I'm not a huge mech person, but for mech people, it looks super cool.
Yeah.
Then
they showed Fire Emblem.
Yeah, Fire Emblem Tree Houses.
Tree
Houses. It's actually Tree Houses. Oh god, now I'm gonna like accidentally
call it Tree Houses.
Yeah, I was joking about it, but I'm gonna accidentally really call it that. 3 Houses, yes. Which looks, I mean, it looks cool. I enjoy it. I'm not, again, I'd rather play Advance Wars any day of the week, but like I'll probably pick it up. Yeah. There was also Super Mario Party.
Yeah.
Which, thank goodness, they went back to everyone moves around the board solo, as opposed to being in a car, because being in a car is so boring. It takes individual.
Because I haven't played the 10 or 9, but I heard like that is like terrible.
It's the lowest part. It's the lowest point for Mario Party, in my opinion. But what's dumb information that came out afterwards about Super Mario Party, although it's online, which everyone's like, yes,
it's only the
mini games.
Yeah.
You can't play the board game.
Yeah, it's like at least have it like online with friends. I understand not doing it with strangers because people can drop out like in the middle of a like a 20 turn or like 20 turn like board game. But for friends, I would say at least have it online for friends. So yeah.
because people would definitely eat that up.
Speaking of online, so they announced Fortnite for Switch, and apparently Fortnite has voice chat directly into the phone, the headphone jack, and people are like, oh,
so you can do it,
yeah,
but you just choose not to. Why? Why do you keep almost getting there, Nintendo, but just like not quite getting there?
So, I don't know. Things might be fixed for that at some point.
All right. Can we talk about the big game then?
Okay, now let's talk about the big game and fucking Ridley.
The big boy. It's Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. As I was seeing like all of the characters being revealed, I was like, are they doing every character? It was like, oh shit, it's every character.
Right. I was telling you about it earlier, like about 3 days ago or 4 days ago, something like that. They chose the perfect time to say like everyone is back because they were like showing so many like one after the other. I was like, dang, how many characters are there?
Because like it was like after Ice Climbers, I was like, oh, Ice Climbers, and then I like saw like I saw like Ryu. Because I saw it was like, oh, a DLC character.
It was Cloud too. Yeah, Cloud was like right next to Ryu.
Yeah. And
like,
then they showed Snake, and I was like, oh.
Everyone is back. It's like, oh, jeez, dude, that's awesome. And then you got the Inklings, and then you got the big boy.
The big boy Ridley, yeah.
The big boy, yeah.
And oh yeah, Daisy as an Echo Fighter.
Yeah, that'll be. And people like Daisy. I like Daisy. Her colors are cool. But the thing that was interesting to me was all the mechanic changes.
They had a lot of mechanic changes.
Yeah, it said like tens of thousands of changes could be like added up from all the changes they made. I'm like, that's good. So this is definitely not a port.
Yeah, it's not.
Begin to call it
they even said it on Twitter as like this is a game built from the ground up. It's just using a lot of the same assets that were in Smash 4, but just updating them.
Right. If the game has 10,000 plus changes, can you even begin to call that a port? Like, really? Yeah. That's a lot of changes. But yeah, I find it interesting that you can only roll so much and then you get punished for rolling excessively. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that parrying is done by releasing guard and not by pressing guard. That's interesting. I appreciate that you air dodge farther. Thank you. And
yeah.
You can like. Thank you.
Can we kill melee now?
No. You know people are gonna. I'll probably still like melee more myself, but like I feel like personally I feel like I'm not the kind of guy who's like melee's the best. It should all be melee always, forever. Like I just want like a game that can be competitive but also be casual. That's really all I want. And Smash 4, like although people played it competitively, I was just like, there's just not enough here for me to care, like at all.
Yeah, it seems with this game they're trying to appease to both the competitive players and the casual.
That's all I need. I don't need Melee 2. I just need it to be that if I put time into the game, I can be better than someone who's never touched it. That's really what I want.
Right. So, something interesting about the Smash reveal is that there was a leak that came out beforehand, and it was totally right.
No. What leak?
There was one. It was saying like every character's coming back. Snake is back. There's going to be like changes to I guess the mechanics and everything, and that the one big reveal was going to be Ridley. But it says also there's going to be another Konami character, and that didn't show up. But the other Konami character that was in that leak was Simon Belmont. So that might be the next one.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Which, that makes the most sense, since they actually got a character from Konami with Snake. So, having them come back and also put another character in with Simon Belmont, since, like, that's a big Nintendo character from back in the day, so...
Right. Speaking of leaks, here's where I'm a sad man. Everyone else, all the other stupid leaks that everyone's like, there's no way that's gonna be true. No. Everyone else got their stuff. I was about to say, Chris. They got their DMC5. DMC5 wasn't supposed to happen. What in the world, man? All I wanted, I was like, all right, people's lists are coming true. So maybe that gives me hope that F-Zero is going to finally be announced. And F-Zero was not announced because they have given up on that game entirely.
Though that one rumor about the Star Fox Grand Prix, I'm glad that didn't show up.
Yes, that is a good thing. That would have been very stupid.
It's people are saying that it still could be a thing, but I hope that that was the. It's just not.
Tell me how you feel about this. I literally just thought of this. How would you feel if they put the Star Fox 2 characters as guest characters in the next F-Zero game?
I'd be fine with that.
I think that'd actually be really neat. I literally just thought of that. While you were saying.
Because the thing is, I had no interest in Starlink, that game that Ubisoft has, but then they said, "Oh yeah, we put Fox in it." What?
Fox in it. Right. like I'll buy the Fox story.
Yes. It's just gonna sell a lot more on Switch than the other consoles. I'll tell you that.
Right. Nintendo, please. I am begging you. Please, before you make Smash 6 release an F-Zero, I'm not trying to have Captain Falcon be in 4 games that are all Smash.
Well, Sakurai says Smash Ultimate's gonna be the last one, but that's never the last one.
No, it's not. Yes. Come on.
It might be the last one he's involved in, but
right.
But he always comes back.
He always comes back. He's like Miyazaki.
He's like, I'm retiring. No.
Miyazaki's last movie is supposed to be Ponyo, right? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right, Saber, you have anything to say? Or Jax?
Nope.
Oh yeah, Jump Force looks cool.
Oh yeah, the fighting game.
Yeah.
And
because so I can smash.
That was during the Microsoft conference, and at the end of it, there was Ryuk and Light, and I was like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're part of the jump. They're part of the Shonen Jump thing. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. Because to me, I think it's funny because there are some people I know who just power scaling hard. It makes absolutely no sense. Luffy would get his ass kicked by Frieza. It's just of course he would. It's not like that. It's a game.
Yeah, it's like the same thing with friggin' Smash Brothers. There are some characters in Smash Brothers that would obliterate every other character.
Exactly. It's just you don't want Samus to fight a fucking Yoshi, okay? It's something like that. But I thought
you don't want to fight Kirby.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to fight Kirby beat Majin Buu. Y'all don't want that to happen. But yeah, I thought that was cool. The Spider-Man stuff where they showed how he fights and moves around. I was just I want this game. That just reminded me of Spider-Man 2 so bad. I was I need this game right now.
Yeah,
I don't know
September.
who ones are in it. Yeah, September. I hope that game is good. I really hope it can be as good as because my favorite game is the PS1 game, even though it hasn't made. I love that game so much. Yeah. But I hope Venom and Carnage and all them. I don't know how they would fit into the game, but I would love if they would just make appearances. But loved it. I thought that looked good. Kingdom Hearts 3 looks good.
That reminds me, we didn't talk about the Death Stranding trailer. That was fucking weird.
Oh, what do you even talk about? They walked.
They walked. They walked.
What do you talk about?
What exactly is the gameplay? I still don't know.
I really did not appreciate that baby's ass in my face. I got
I don't want the baby booty.
I think Konami keeping Kojima in check was actually a better thing than we thought it was, because now he's just unchained, and it's what is this man doing? What is going on?
Kojima Unchained.
Well, I can't. Was there anything that really? Everything else, I think you guys pretty much covered the main stuff. Because I was just Jump Force, that got me hype. Spider-Man. What else? There was one other thing besides Kingdom Hearts. Shit, I can't. It escapes me at the moment. But yeah, I thought it was interesting, right? And I'm happy. Smash. I think it. I will say this. One of my friends. Even though you posted on Twitter, Paleo, about And the only reason they didn't have Waluigi in there is because he's like a meme character. Like I agreed with you, but then like one of my friends was just like, man, but it's like you got Wario, you need Waluigi. They're a pair, like Mario and Luigi. And I was just like,
Wario has his own game series.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you. It's one of those things where like I just saw his point of view. That was on it. I was just like, yeah, I can see how if you have OCD and you sort of want like the pairs of pairs fight each other or something like that. Because I remember back in the day they did a Mortal Kombat game. It was like Mortal Kombat Armageddon. They were like every single Mortal Kombat character ever is going to be in it. But then they like fucking hacked some of the characters. It was like like they took the Centaur character Motaro and they're like, oh, we made him into a Minotaur because we couldn't give him his hind leg. I was like, that's bullshit. Then that's not Motaro. It's not the same thing. It's some shit like that. So, do what you got to do to get him in. But yeah.
All right. I guess we'll move on to Q&A.
What about United States?
One really quick thing.
One really quick thing.
Just for your information, there was a screenshot from the Owl House.
Oh yeah.
Yes, if you have not seen that screenshot,
I did.
It looks very nice. I am excited. Although it may come out in 2020 instead of 2019, like originally planned, which kind of sucks.
There's a rumor going around about Steven Universe coming to an end here soon too.
Oh, thank God. That's horrible.
That's literally. I was just like, hey, have you seen the screenshot though?
Yeah. I've seen it.
Looks nice.
I like the character. She looks cute.
I like the cute bone.
Girl from Tenchi Muyo. That one girl with the silver hair from Tenchi Muyo.
Right.
I can't remember. I can't remember her name at the moment. Chat, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
Is there an Alolan Cubone?
Yes.
There is. Oh, there's already one. Okay.
Oh, well, there's an Alolan Marowak, but is there one of Cubone? I thought there was.
Okay, Alolan Marowak. It looks like this character. That's really funny. It's the same colors.
Cubone.
That's awesome. This character is just straight up an Alolan Cube or Marowak. That's fantastic. Anywho, Q&A.
Q&A. Yeah, let's go Q&A.
Q&A. Go to our Twitters and ask questions.
Enigma Royal Prince asks, what E3 games are you most disappointed not to hear about, see gameplay of, or get a release date?
Well,
well, we didn't see anything of Metroid Prime 4 or Bayonetta 3. So, but we know those are in development, but we didn't see anything of them.
Let me say, aside from F-Zero, because F-Zero is literally number one. I need an F-Zero. Aside from F-Zero...
Wasn't there, like, some rumor about a Dark Cloud 3?
I don't think so.
Ended up
not that I heard of, at least. That game stuck in the copyright hell, unfortunately. So, I don't know if that'll ever actually come true. Which is unfortunate, because Dark Cloud 2 is my favorite game literally ever. But... I guess the thing I'm disappointed at, I have this really odd relationship with Animal Crossing, where every Animal Crossing game I play, I get bored of immediately. But like, I like the idea of Animal Crossing, and I want other people to have their Animal Crossing games too. So I guess not having Animal Crossing kind of sucked.
Yeah. Got a couple of super chats here. One from Ryan Walterson. Hate to be a downer, but thoughts on the CalArts shooting threat?
I have not heard of such a thing.
I didn't hear about it.
Me either.
Let's see here. That was on June 5th. June 5th. Shooting threat at CalArts may have been over cartoon controversy.
Really? That's
over
people are fucking crazy.
An aesthetic trend in animated shows like Adventure Time. That's nuts. My thoughts. Yo, it's hey, God, chill your face.
Oh, I know this account. Yeah, that was meant to be a joke, but it ended up not being one. Or people didn't take it as one.
It was meant to be a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's no.
Yeah,
no.
I don't joke about that shit. No.
I think whoever did that's a big old dum-dum. That's my thought.
All right. David 3XS, thoughts on it has a super chat. Thoughts on Comcast buying 21st Century Fox? Wait, did they actually buy them? Did they outbid Disney?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think
because I know they outbid Disney, but are they? Is it official now?
I don't think it's official just yet.
Okay.
I think it would be trending pretty hard. Because the thing is that there was a bid from Disney initially for like a couple billion, I think it was 30 billion. Then Comcast bid a higher bid. Then they bid again in cash.
Wow.
So it's like $63 billion. They have way too fucking much money, by the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't want Comcast to have it. It's, you know what bothers me is that like this is it, man. This is the end game. Like all these companies are just being sucked into these conglomerates where it's just gonna be a few that are like in charge of the world.
Right.
Yeah. You're not telling me otherwise. Because like they broke up AT&T back in the day, but it's like at this point they're back together, stronger than ever. It's like a
sounds like a song.
it's like a cartoon show or an anime or something where it's like we stopped them years ago, but now they're starting to come back. The darkness is returning, and it's like again or something. That's what it is.
Enigma.
Back together, we're stronger than ever.
Enigma Royal Princess. Thoughts on All Might and All for One's fight being fully animated and with the United States of Smash?
Okay.
Oh, baby.
Let me show you some shit. Let me see this shit.
What?
Is that spoil? Yeah, it is. But I held the shit in for 2 fucking years, Hirasashi. 2 fucking years is your problem now. Okay, so
what's gonna happen when the anime catches up with the manga?
well, it's not. You don't have to worry about that.
Oh.
You got you trust me. You have so much like space and time, so you don't have to worry. So, anyways, this little chapter.
If you haven't seen it yet, close your face and hide.
If you haven't seen it yet, close your face and see it. Walk away. You should go catch up on My Hero Academia. It's a great series. So, anyways, this is a manga volume.
I'm gonna get some water.
2 years ago. All right, I read this chapter right here, and I was blown away. I was absolutely blown away by how detailed the artist got with it, how beautiful it was, and I was just like, I think this is going to be amazing animated. Like, Bones is just doing great, because this is when the first season was just out, and they just started getting in the middle of the second season. I was just like, this is going to be incredible animated. Now, I will say, when they did it, I was just like, okay, I don't know how to express myself fully besides that one video I did online, so I just did that acting a fool in public like Race Best. But yeah, I was fucking blown away. I was fucking blown away. Like, I was so glad Bones did what they did with it. I will say I've rewatched it like God knows how many times so far. I think I've watched it like 10 times so far this weekend, just because I watched the Japanese and I watched the American dub. And I will say I do think it would have had more impact if, you say Run played, but I do think like for what it did, and like I'll put my back into it. United States, I loved it. I lost my shit. I was just crying, screaming, doing all that stuff animated. I thought it was beautiful. And that's what I think. What did you anime onlys think?
It was great. It was really fun.
Good.
Yeah, I'm
You're
enjoying the show a lot.
Yes. You're just smiling, Hero. Say something.
Animes only.
Sorry, I'm not trying to do it. No, because like me and my friends, we joke about that, like, oh, those anime onlys, they don't know. It's so stupid. It's like we're not even serious about it. We're just like joking about it.
Those freaking AOs.
Yeah, those AOs.
That stands for adult only. It has an ESRB rating.
Exactly.
That is never used.
Beautiful.
Ryan Walterson asked, favorite Weird Al song?
Weird Al? Hardware Store? Probably.
I like a lot of those alternative like medleys he made in the 90s.
I like anyone he did of like Michael Jackson. Like, I like his parodies of Michael Jackson. Like the fat, cause I'm fat, I love that. I love that so much. That was a great one. Or why do I have to go and be so constipated? Right now I wish my bathroom. Yeah, I love that song. I love that. I thought that was a real song at first because I didn't hear the original for like a long time. I thought that was like a real song. Like I didn't know it was based off of something.
Yeah, I like a Hardware Store because of that really
Because of the
long...
pony video.
What? What
The
pony
PMV.
video?
There was a PMV.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was?
Yeah, there was.
I just like that part of the song that's like, would you look at all that stuff? They got elevators, they won't be this totally electric.
Yeah.
That whole bit. I love that. It's so cool.
DJ Scott Walker has a super chat here. Thoughts on the sale of Time Warner to AT&T being approved? So yeah, we got another company like merging, I guess. So wait, AT&T bought Time Warner? What?
Yes, that did happen. This is
getting creepy.
I mentioned that in my video like last year, where like that's something that could change is AT&T buying Cartoon, not just Cartoon Network, it's one of many things, but
Yeah.
Turner. It's getting bad. It's gonna be like the big telecommunication companies, and I mean by proxy, Disney doesn't actually look that bad in comparison because at least there's entertainment versus like. I don't know.
AT&T and like Comcast control a lot more.
Well, like, they control communication, and that's terrifying.
Disney doesn't really control any communication.
I mean, they're not the perfect angel company, but at least it doesn't control. It's not like it's cornerstones of our life. Like Nestle, I don't like. That's a bad company. They do bad shit, and they control food and water. That's bad. By the way, just talking about, I guess, just conglomerations and organizations. So, Space Force. Like, that sounds like it's from a 1980s, like
cartoon?
B-rated, like, action flick or sci-fi, like, rip-off of Star Wars. Like, yeah, we're from the Space Force. And this isn't political. Like, I'm just saying, like, the name itself sounds kind of silly. I don't know what to expect from this sixth branch of the military. It seems to be more of a culmination of them saying, okay, instead of having our space like exploration and stuff all over like these different bureaucracies and organizations, let's just put it all in one thing. So I guess you're trying to streamline.
Yeah.
Space Force, come on, dude. Really? That sounds so dumb.
Space Force. That's what we gotta do.
Space Force.
We got another.
It could have been Space Guard. It could have been Space Corps. It could have been so many other things that sound so much better. But
Space Force is fucking 90s Adult Swim show cartoon.
Yeah, isn't it? When you say it more and more out loud, it sounds dumb. It's like, oh, this is it. Like a kid drew this up or whatever.
Ryan Walterson has another super chat here. Worst pun you've ever heard in the movie? Worst pun? Jack, this is
fucking Darth Vader in freaking Rogue One. He like goes up to the guy. He's like, "Am I still in control?" Then he's just like, "Be careful not to choke on your aspirations." It's like, Vader, you're fucking a god. Don't say that shit. You're Darth Vader. You're supposed to be serious and don't make a pun. Like that's for like someone else. You don't do that. That was the only time a pun ever made me go, "Really, Darth? Really?" Really? Like, why'd you
first name basis with this dude?
Yes. Really, Anakin? Really? I don't give a fuck about your black leather sex suit. Yeah, you're Anakin, so whatever.
I don't know about worst, but it's one I really enjoy. This is a conversation between Shenzi and Banzai in freaking Lion King. It's like, what's the hurry? We'd love for you to stick around. Yeah, we can have whatever's
Big man! Sandwich! That is genius. That is beautiful. That is fucking beautiful.
It's so
beautiful. Oh, God. That was beautiful.
I'm gonna miss them in the live action one, man.
No, it's still gonna be in there. It's just they're not gonna be.
Gonna be. Bonsai is like Azizi or whatever.
Stupid.
No, Ed is Azizi. There's still Bonsai and
Shenzi.
Is it still Bonsai? I thought they renamed
Shenzi and Bonsai are still in there.
Bonsai is not really African sounding though. I thought they got rid of.
Yeah, he's Mexican sounding. You come on.
David 3X has another super chat here. Are you gonna watch the new Double Dare on Nick? Yeah,
No.
they're bringing it back.
No.
I don't really watch TV anymore, so probably not.
Yeah, no, it's not Banzai. His name is Kamari.
That's
Oh, okay.
stupid.
Yep. Azizi, Shenzi, and Kamari.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
I don't know why.
Was that African maybe? I don't know.
The Husky.
Just call him.
I will not watch Double Dare. No. And I didn't even like that show actually when I was smaller. I watched Double Dare 2000.
The Husky Lord has a super chat here, asking, does the movie continue with its 1960s aesthetic? Also, how's it going? Are you talking about Incredibles 2? If
Yeah,
you're
'cause it
talking about
does.
that, then yes, it does continue with that aesthetic.
Yeah.
So I was talking over you, by the way. Apparently the Bluetooth adapter got shaken loose.
Oh.
You
But how's it going? It's just going alright.
It's going cool.
It goes.
Alright, let's go back to Twitter here. Santos Celine asks, if Square Enix had time to put in one more world before Kingdom Hearts 3 releases, what would it be? Zootopia?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to make Reese happy.
Without a question, it would be Zootopia. They'll probably have like Judy or Nick be like a summon or something. I don't know.
Probably.
They'll probably throw something in there.
I actually would wonder what could be a summon for that.
They'll have Mrs. Otterson.
Oh my god.
No, you give him like a. No, what you do is you shoot.
No. It's Mr. Otterton going like savage.
Yeah, exactly. You shoot him with that paper.
Awesome! That would be so dope! Oh my
Like you
God.
summon him and then you shoot him in the neck with one of those berry things.
Yeah, then he goes like,
crazy.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
he
that'd be
attacks.
great. He sees his little glasses, kind face walking around, and then Stilwar pulls out a paintball gun and shoots snacks in the neck.
And there's just like a Montes like voice clip like he was an animal.
As the Heartless get their asses kicked.
Very beautiful.
No, another one could be the Heartless, and you hear ice 'em, and like this. Like,
Oh my god!
That'd be beautiful. Beautiful.
They actually could do a lot of really neat stuff. That's funny.
Or maybe the train thing where Judy kicks the train like on the tracks and it runs you over.
Oh
I
my
actually watched
God.
Zootopia like 2 days ago, so it's kind of fresh in my head. Yeah, there's some potential. I think it'd be better if it's a world though, because Zootopia's a world is so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be a lot of work though. Like, oh my god.
No, they gotta save that for the next generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 7.6321. I don't know. The curse of the living fart. I don't know.
So
Kingdom Hearts
Mirth
2.3
Mauser asks,
repeating, of course.
Mirth Mauser asks, how do you feel about Toy Story 4 throwing away 70% of its script late in production? Yeah, I mentioned
Cancel
this
the
in my...
movie.
Cancel it.
Cancel it.
Don't
Stop.
You have a perfect ending. Why are you trying to do something with a
For
perfect
real.
ending?
For real,
What the
stop.
fuck?
Like,
Why?
get rid of it. Just
Yeah,
start working on Gigantic.
Just skip a movie next year and then work on your original stuff for 2020
Exactly.
and onward.
Stop making live action remakes.
Yeah, this has to stop. I'm so sick of this. Like, Toy Story 3, like Jack said, is the perfect conclusion.
Yeah.
And I know Pixar has said that we don't tell a story unless there's a story to be told. I don't believe you anymore.
Right.
Mhm.
I don't believe you all said that doesn't mean it's going to be a good story. Because Finding Dory, I'm sorry, I think that wasn't necessary. Incredibles 2,
Right.
all right, yeah, but you could have made an amazing sequel, and it was a good movie, but just not the good that I wanted it to be. Like, I actually wouldn't be upset with the third one, but it has to be good. Like,
Yeah.
it has to go in a different direction, or not a different direction, but like really, like I want to see Violet and
Make
Dash.
Jack the bad guy in it. Jack like grew up resenting everyone, and he's like the evil one, and they have to like, oh shit, we got to put him down.
down.
God,
They make it really dark. They make it really fucking dark for the third one, so
But-
it like has the emotional moment.
Done with Cars. Cars was clearly that was cash because some producers at Disney pulled John aside and said, John, we have this wonderful yacht for you, but we need you to make Cars 2 and 3. Like, that has to happen. It's such a profitable thing. And you know, it's interesting because folks talking about Incredibles 2, like, okay, it's going to throw in Frozen. Good fucking luck. And even then, Frozen, I mean, I'm sure Disney's like, it's kind of like, high-fiving to yourself.
Yeah,
But, like,
no, Incredibles 2 did have a really big opening weekend with over
but
180
Frozen
million.
is is something else. Like if
Yeah.
Incredibles passes Frozen, I'll be fucking floored. But Frozen was so different because it wasn't until later, until the following Christmas, where it really started to take off. It had a slow burn to it, and that's not even including the toys. So, like, I don't know. I guess like the only few movies that okay, Monsters University. I love that movie, but was it like necessary? Not really.
Yeah.
The only movie from this decade of Pixar that I'd say holds up in comparison, that surpasses the previous decade, and you know what I'm going to say, is Inside Out. Like,
Yeah.
Inside Out is remarkably amazing. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
great.
you hit all those points of like being unique and beautiful and fun and interesting and also like touching.
And
Versus
emotional, because it's about emotions.
yeah, and it really works. Versus like Brave, I'm sorry, boring.
Yeah.
Cars 2 don't make me throw up in my mouth. Good Dinosaur was gorgeous but boring in my house.
Fuck you up.
What?
I don't know. I just
You heard about
you know
the
how I
sequel
hate that
for-
movie.
for Up?
I really hate that movie.
If they make a sequel for Up, I'm gonna lose it. Like
They don't need to.
Yeah,
Don't
dude,
even-
don't.
Don't
Do
touch
it, Disney.
Wall-E. Don't touch Up. Like, because if someone threw out a bunch of like folders on the table and said, "Okay, these are all of our Pixar properties. What should we make a sequel?" I go, "Okay, well, here's Toy Story. Burn this. Here's Up. Burn this. Here's Wall-E. Leave it alone. Burn this." But
Okay.
Incredibles, you know, I'll listen. Of course, actually, I wouldn't just listen. I encourage them. I'm like, okay, there's some cool shit you can do that.
Yeah, because you can make them age up. You can
It's
literally
a
just age them up.
superhero universe. That shit sells itself.
Mhm.
Finding Dory, I think was kind of dumb. I mean, it's cute and it was pretty as hell, but like, sorry, ultimately, I'm like, yeah, it's kind of dumb.
Well, it was fucked up. It took like something that was like humorous in the first movie. Like you're like, oh, she forgets stuff. It's funny, but then like in this movie, it's like, no, that's a serious brain condition. That's like fucking
Yeah, but
heartbreaking.
it's the
like,
same thing as Incredibles 2, where it's like it's just role reversal, and it's like,
Hmm.
oh, okay, we just reverse this. Like the movie though that floored me the most, where I'm like, wait, what? We're doing this? Was Monsters University. I'm like,
Yeah,
wait,
Monsters
that's
University was
cool.
great. I like
love
that.
it.
I like
watch
that
it all the
movie a
time.
lot.
But it's like, it's just kind of weird to be like, wait, we made this? Okay. Or
I
you
think that's
made
better
this.
than the first one, to be honest.
we make this.
You didn't do
Yeah.
anything. Save us back. Brave.
Hmm.
I hope they don't touch Ratatouille and leave it alone. It was just a lot of the movies from the first decade from Pixar.
No, they
were
make
just
it
so
make a second
great.
Ratatouille. They could call it Ratatouille.
Oh, stop
That was good. That was funny. That's stupid. That was funny.
Or the gooder dinosaur.
The gooder dinosaur.
The
The better dinosaur.
Coco was actually like that movie a lot. I watched a lot of Jim's videos today because I was just binging his content, and I watched his review about Coco, and I know that he said like it's kind of the same old story but just done really well, and but I like Coco a lot. Were you guys surprised at all with the twist in the movie?
I haven't seen it.
Jax hasn't seen it.
Really? Okay.
No, someone said like I would. Someone told me I wouldn't like it, so I was like, I don't know.
I like it. I actually think the ending was very touching. I actually got me emotional when I watched it. I was like, well, this is really beautiful.
Okay.
The real Up sequel was What's Up.
Yeah, you're right. Alone Rescue. Jesus Christ. I still gotta review Ratatouille in the future.
Coco had some colors, boy. I was like, woo!
Yeah, it reminded me of Rebel Taxi, or Pan, I guess, as he goes by. With
How?
purple, orange.
Oh, the color. I thought you meant like Diego or whatever.
Well, he's also Mexican, so there's that.
Wait, what was his name? I forget.
Miguel.
Miguel. Yeah.
Wow, that was okay. I'm racist. Okay. Oh god.
By the way, there's a tweet here on Twitter saying that the word around town here is that Powerpuff Girls 2016 is coming to an end after the season's over.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Good.
Put this shit into the ground.
All right. So there was another super chat earlier related to Pixar. Since we were talking about it, Ryan Walter sent another super chat. You've been getting a lot of super chats, so thank you very much. Favorite Pixar short?
Oh God! Shit, I have to go back.
I have to look it up.
The first one that comes to mind for me,
Piper.
I do like Piper a lot because it's just like insanely good looking. But Day and Night, I really like that one.
Is that
where
the
it
one
has like the 2D. It's the one that showed before Toy Story.
Oh, that's
3.
Toy Story 3. Toy Story 3, right?
Yeah, it has like the 2D images, and they have like the 3D backgrounds in their bodies. I thought that was really cool.
Wasn't there a short before the Inside Out one? Is that the Umbrella one? The Inside Out one?
No, that was Monsters University. Inside Out was Lava.
Oh yeah, because the girl was screaming her brains out. I remember that. No, I thought that was Moana. No, yeah, that was Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah. What was the only one I can really remember off the top of my head, just from childhood, is the one where that old man like pretended to have a heart attack. Like that is old. Remember that? He was like playing chess with himself, and then he was in Toy Story 2.
Jerry's Game. That's what it's called.
Yeah, he was in Toy Story 2. That was how I remember. I was like, that's an old man who was playing chess with himself. Yeah.
I think. Paperman was Disney. That wasn't Pixar. Okay. I guess my favorite
Paperman was awesome.
It was beautiful. Like,
I don't know what that is.
Really? It's good.
Right.
What was the one where the girls with the incredibly wide hips, like the guy went to work but he hated it? Was that a Disney movie?
That was before Moana, I believe.
Moana?
Yeah, that was one before Moana, where he had the girl with the big ass.
Okay, well then, if it's Pixar only, I guess my favorite's Piper then.
What's the one with the dog? Was that a Pixar? Or was that Disney?
Yeah, that was.
Disney. That was Disney.
Well,
yeah, that was Feast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Feast. Yeah.
You know what's interesting is that like I think Pixar works on those along with Disney because the two are connected.
Yeah.
Though ultimately it's like it's Disney's studio doing it. So here's my question to you: Do you feel that Pixar and Disney and the shorts and the movies, like, do they play up to emotions too much, or it's like it has to be sad and then it's sweet? Because like sometimes I'm like, if someone ever put me in charge of a short for Pixar, which they never would, I don't think I'd double down on the like it has to be emotional. I go no, let's make this fun. Like, let's make this goofy and stupid.
Well, Jerry's Game was funny and stupid.
Yeah,
it was
my favorite one was Day and Night, and that wasn't really, emotional at all.
Yeah, was Lou emotional? The one where there's a bunch of stuff in the.
That one before Cars 3.
That was a little emotional.
It had a little
bit. It was more cute, I think. Same with Piper. Piper's cute.
Was Piper the bird?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was wondering for that.
That was the one that was before Finding Dory.
The Uncanny.
Oh, okay. I was.
How do you remember what movies these are before?
Well, a lot of the ones we're talking about are recent ones.
Yeah, I can't begin to remember these.
Also, Paleo was just a nerd.
Yeah.
But David 3X has a super chat here. Do you know the rumor of the Ed and Eddie reboot? And I was like,
stop.
It's not real. It's just something Pan made up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought they were doing. I was like, stop doing these things.
Yeah, that had the perfect.
Shows about there.
Yeah, Ed and Eddie had a perfect.
Yeah, just something Pan made up, and then people started making images for it.
Oh, jeez. Does he have that kind of? That's the kind of influence he has.
Yes.
That's no good.
Yes.
Yeah, the funny thing is, like, he made that post like back in 2016 when the Powerpuff Girls reboot came out. So. Yeah. Kelly B asked on Twitter, with the conclusion of All Might versus All for One, I have to ask y'all.
With the conclusion of All Might's death.
Right.
I have to ask y'all for each of y'all, what are your top 3 to 5 anime villains?
Oh, jeez, that's a question. Oh, jeez.
3 to 5? Just 3 to 5? Okay, I can do that. Kid Buu, because I fucking love that he's just a ravenous monster. He doesn't give a fuck. It's none of that. It's like, oh, I'm gonna talk to you about how to destroy. No, he just fucking does it. He's just a monster. He's just a mindless monster who gives no shits and wants to just destroy for fun because that's in his personality. I love that aspect of just like all these other villains are like, oh, I gotta tell you my plan and just enunciate and be all like, oh, cocky. But then they get their asses kicked and they're like, oh, how is this happening? What the fuck is happening to me? But Kid Buu was just like, oh, and just beat his chest and did it. Like, I love that. So that's one. Nui Harime. I love her.
Oh yeah.
From Kill la Kill. I love her too. Boros I liked because he wasn't really bad. He was just like, I destroy planets. I do this because I do. But then see, I don't want to say that because this is one time I won't be a spoiler, so I won't say that. That's 3. Toguro, younger Toguro from Yu Yu Hakusho. 4. He was badass. And final, I'm trying not to get them all from the same series, so final one. Overhaul. Yeah, I like Overhaul. There we go.
I watched slice of life and comedy and romance anime.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like
this is impossible.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of villains from like in a lot of the times with the more serious anime I watch, like the villains aren't very typical because they're usually coming like from within the characters themselves, or the conflict comes from the characters themselves.
I guess I'll name 3: Knives from Trigun, Vicious from Cowboy Bebop, and Clementine from Overlord.
Oh yeah, Clementine's a great villain. It's too bad. I wanted to see more of her.
Yeah. And the villains in Hero Academia are interesting to me. I think the heroes are way more interesting.
All right. Irvin64 asked on Twitter, what movie or cartoon in development hell would you like to see be released? What movie or cartoon in development hell? Gigantic. I want to see that. I want to see that released.
End of Adventure Time.
Oh yeah, the ending of Adventure Time. They still haven't given us a release date.
I don't know how many things are in development hell I know.
Spectacular Spider-Man. No, that's not even
That's
happening.
not in development
Yes,
hell.
I know it's not. Here's why you gotta remind me.
That's just in hell.
Yes.
It's just in hell.
I don't know. That's all I got. Yeah. I don't know.
DJ Skywalker has another super chat here, and then I'll look on Twitter for some more recent questions, and then we'll end the show. But DJ Skywalker has a super chat here. Well, what would each of you say is the most influential game in your life, or which game meant the most to you?
Go ahead.
I need to think.
Oh well,
I thought you were gonna
that would be Chrono Trigger without a doubt. That game is like a part of my entire childhood, and I have talked to so many people about that game. And that game is still like nostalgia glasses completely thrown across the country. That game is still phenomenal to this day. So definitely Chrono Trigger. That is not an overrated game at all.
I would have to say the game that's had the biggest impact in my life would probably be World of Warcraft. Though a close run-up would be Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts is that important to you?
It was therapeutic because it was around the time of my parents' divorce, and it kind of was this weird bridge where it's like I played it before my parents got divorced, and then after they got divorced, I played it just to kind of comfort me, and it made me feel like I wasn't like. It kind of reminded me of before they got divorced. But World of Warcraft, like that shaped my college. That shaped my relationships. It shaped a lot. Which, like, I'm a person where I'm a big believer of the butterfly effect, where I'm like, yeah, I am where I am because it happened, so I wouldn't want to change it. So it had an impact.
Right.
It also made me computer savvy.
I probably got to say Pokemon, just because Pokemon's been with me forever, like every generation.
Have you played every generation?
I'm playing through Moon now, so yes.
Oh God.
At least one game every generation. I've played one.
Saber.
What's up?
I calculated. I played 126 days of World of Warcraft in my life.
Oh yeah, because I asked you.
Yeah, that is more than 1/3 of a year of my life. That is it's just not okay. That is so not. And I haven't even been playing actively since freaking Kata. So like, think about the people who've been playing actively since vanilla.
Yeah, you know, there's somebody who's never put the game down. They probably have like 4 or 5 years of their life on that game.
That's nuts.
I mean, teach their own ultimately, but that's a bit unhealthy.
Yeah.
Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit.
All right, we're gonna be closing up shop here, Paleo.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like. Let me do one question from Del18. He's a mod in the chat. So I'll get one question from him on Twitter. He asks, from worst to best, how would you rank all of the Smash games series in general? Brawl's the bottom.
Oh gosh, this depends. You have the single player in mind. I have the multiplayer in mind. Maybe,
yeah,
I don't know.
But I'm also thinking mechanically too, just because of how I feel. Because Brawl is definitely at the bottom then.
Okay.
Just because of tripping. Though I don't know. I might put Brawl above the first game. Because the first game is jank. Then I really liked the Smash for Wii U and 3DS, or Smash 4, I guess. And I'd probably tie it with Melee, just because I did play Melee quite a bit.
Okay. When
it was out. And Ultimate's probably gonna be my favorite, depending on like how much is in it.
Right. It looks like it's gonna be a funnel game. Funnel. From worst to best?
Yeah.
Yeah, N64, Brawl, Smash 4, Melee.
Yeah.
N64, like you said, that game is so jank, man.
Yeah.
It's so jank. Like, it's fine, but like, yeah.
Yeah, when I go from like any Smash game to 64, I'm like, what the fuck?
Right. Brawl was terrible. Because of tripping, exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Then Smash 4 because like it's pretty, it's got lots of characters in it, it's got content, and Melee because I like being able to improve, even if it is glitches or whatever.
Then Ultimate's gonna be at the top.
Yeah, probably.
All right. I guess we're done with the podcast. You guys have anything else to say before we close out?
Nope, I'm set.
Buy Project Deku. Buy Project Deku. It'll make you strong.
Oh, you meant purchase. I thought you said, well, like buy, like we're done. Okay, yeah, purchase Project Deku.
Purchase Project Deku. It's worth it. It helps you get stronger and buff and arms like. Ugh. Yeah, there you go. Get it.
All right. So yeah, Deli18 in the chat said next July 2nd, which that should be the next one. So July 2nd, next show. Remember, this is going to be the last podcast that's going to be hosted on my channel as far as recorded. It's still going to be live streamed here. I'm just not going to put the recorded streams on this channel anymore. I'm going to put them on its own channel, a POS Podcast channel. So, yeah. Anyway,
nice.
Bye everybody. Thanks for coming out. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.